Life outside of planet Earth. It is one of the oldest questions ever asked by the human race. Are we alone? I personally think the answer is no, because I do not think it is possible for a universe the size of our universe, with its billions and billions and billions of galaxies, and each galaxy with billions and billions of stars. I believe that it is not possible for Earth to be the only place with life. Our sun is a very ordinary star. It's an ordinary G2 class star. There are billions and billions of similar stars in this galaxy alone. And then who says that a G2 star is the only star which can have a planetary system? We have already discovered, since the year 1995, we have already discovered a whole bunch of stars that have planets. And those planets are called extrasolar planets. And I think at last count we were already around 300 plus or 400 extrasolar planets. So it is very unlikely that life evolved only on planet Earth. Now some people believe in the creation, others believe in evolution. I personally feel that both of them are compatible. You could have a creator, but you could also have evolution. Either way you look at it, it's a huge waste of space not to have life outside of planet Earth. If God created this entire universe, and we all know the size of the universe is immense, why would He put life only on planet Earth? Doesn't make any sense. And similarly, if you believe purely in evolution and science, then if life could evolve on planet Earth, why wouldn't it evolve elsewhere? Well, some people believe that life not only exists elsewhere, but it's actually come here to this planet. I believe that that is a possibility, but then again, we don't have really hard evidence. But as Dr. Carl Sagan used to love to say, absence of evidence is not evidence of absence. So until we find evidence that there's no life elsewhere, we have to assume that there is life. Or we have to assume that it's more logical for there to be life all over, spread out across the universe, because we've already discovered that our solar system is by no means unique, because there are a whole bunch of other star systems out there with planets. We've already discovered them. It's a matter of science. We've already discovered that water exists on the moon, Mars. We feel that the moons of Jupiter, Europa, and the moon of Saturn, Enceladus, have huge underground liquid water oceans. And as they say, where there is water, there probably is life. So I believe that life is abundant in our entire universe, that it is spread out much, much further and much wider than what you could possibly imagine. Now, the question is, has that life come here? Do we go there? Are we going to find life? What kind of life are we going to find? Is it going to be, are we going to find just microbes and bacteria and stuff like that, which would be interesting to know, but it would be very boring, because, if you find life which is just in the form of a microbe, you're not going to really communicate with it as such, right? So I believe that there's life of different levels all over the universe. There has to be some planets where life is still just in the state of microbes, but then there have to be planets where life has evolved into technology, just like we have. And perhaps some of the life is far, far ahead of us in terms of technology. And I believe that that is pretty likely, because our planet is by no means the oldest planet in this universe. Our star is a middle-aged star. There's a lot of stars much older than the sun, right, in our own galaxy. So I believe that there has to be life out there, and it is very important for us to find out, because when you find out that you're not alone, it changes your entire perspective of your own self. It opens out the entire universe to us. Let us not think of ourselves simply as a small little tiny planet called Earth. Let us remember that Earth is part of a much larger galaxy, which is part of a much larger universe. Let us forget about our stupid bickering over things like oil and other resources, and it's ridiculous when you think of how many resources are out there. If we feel that we are short on natural resources, it's a smarter thing to do is get together as one planet, go out there, right in our own solar system. There are so many places that we can get our resources, and that's really not outrageously out there, because we've already sent probes to Titan, which is orbiting Saturn, and Titan, incidentally, is virtually like a moon full of natural gas, so to say, sort of like a petrol or like a natural gas world. But hey, let's not use natural gas. Let's switch to clean energy, right? So anyways, what I'm trying to say is that there are so many opportunities for us to explore and colonize this entire galaxy. Is still pretty far out there, but I'm sure we can start with the moon, Mars, and then gradually we keep expanding. So that should be our way of thinking. Let us look up at the stars and think about going there and exploring, instead of just being stuck here on this planet and fighting over things that really don't matter in the long run. Well, those were my thoughts, and I hope you enjoyed listening to it, and thank you so much for your time. God bless you.